Hey Soul Fam, Kami here. I wanted to pop on today and talk with you about getting stuck in a story. We are constantly having experiences. That's what it is to be human. We're having the human experience. And the way that we perceive that experience becomes our reality. An example. You and I might be watching the same movie, sitting next to each other. Something may happen that makes you cry, and something that same thing may happen and make me laugh. The filter by which you look at life is what made you cry. And the filter, the perception of the way that I look at life made me laugh. It's this perception that allows us to create stories, to derive meaning from the experiences that we have. Those stories become our reality, especially if there are things that happened in the past. You can choose to change the way that you perceive a story and rewrite your history. An example. Y'all know I went through some really, really difficult things as a child. I was abused. And for a long time, my story was I was a victim. After a while, probably 5 or 6 years ago, my story changed to I was a survivor. And now my story is I'm a thriver. All of those things are super different. And they all carry a certain weight about them as you perceive the world, victim, survivor, or thriver. The reason that I went from victim to thriver is that I changed the story. The way that I changed the story is that I changed my perception. The way that I changed my perception was choice. I chose no longer to be a victim, but instead I chose to look at all of the amazing things that I received from those experiences, even though they were tough, even though I would never want to have them again. I chose my perception. And now, as I look back at my survivor, my thriver experiences, I no longer look back at them with anger or resentment. Instead, I look back with a sad but grateful heart. That, my friends, is how you change a story. Think about the things that have been holding you down, the places where you're feeling maybe victim-y. Sit with the story that you have decided for that experience, and then ask yourself how you benefited from it. Go from being a victim to a thriver. Change your stories. Rewrite your past. It will rewrite your future for you too. I hope that you found this inspirational and that you take this forward and you look at your stories. Sending you lots and lots of love.